We're back now to give you the legal edge, and joining us as always is Bryan Waldman from the Sinas Dramis Law Firm. Warmer weather means more people out and about walking their dogs, and according to the CDC, each year, I was blown away by the statistic, each year in the U.S. more than 4 million people are bitten by a dog. So Bryan, let's talk about a common type of scenario. Either the owner loses the dog or can't maintain control of the dog runs off, bites somebody. What are the consequences, the legal consequences of something like that? Well,
the consequences in Michigan are pretty simple. The dog owner is going to be civilly liable or responsible for any harm that the dog causes, whether it's medical bills, wage loss, pain and suffering, because Michigan has what's known as strict liability, which means the dog owner doesn't have to be negligent. They don't have to somehow have engaged in some wrongdoing. They're 100% responsible, no excuses, with 2 exceptions. And those exceptions are if someone's trespassing when they're bitten by the dog, or if someone provokes the dog into biting them.
I thought I heard somewhere too something like a dog owner isn't responsible unless they knew their dog was violent or unless the dog has already bitten somebody before. Is that true?
Yeah, that's something that we learned in law school years ago, and it is true in some jurisdictions. They call it the 1 free bite rule.
That's right, yeah.
But in Michigan, there is no 1 free bite. Nothing's free in Michigan. So the dog owner is responsible beginning with the very first bite for civil liability.
Now, is there a difference between, a dog biting someone for the first time or a dog, it's the second time the dog has bitten somebody, or,
With regard to the civil claim, in other words, the injured person bringing the claim against the dog owner, it doesn't make a difference, first, second, third time. Where it makes a difference is with regard to criminal responsibility. In Michigan, there's a legal term, very technical. It's called dangerous animal. And so once a dog attacks someone, bites someone, or even attacks another dog, they can be considered a dangerous animal. And if they're a dangerous animal and they engage in another bite, another attack, criminal charges can follow.
And what are the consequences for criminal?
So the criminal charges, if it's just an injury, it's still a crime, and it can be and that would be a misdemeanor. If it's a more serious injury, it's a felony. And in the case of death, the charges are involuntary manslaughter.
Very important stuff to know, especially as the weather gets warmer. Bryan, thank you as always for giving us the legal edge.
Thank you, Siobhan.